Lake Oswego and Tigard have had a strong relationship going back many, many decades. And specifically with respect to water, it just seemed to be natural to partner, saving both Tigard customers money and also Lake Oswego customers money.
Historically, the city of Tigard has purchased its water from the city of Portland. Purchasing water from Portland, you pay what they require you to pay. Also, under our contract, they are allowed by law to sell us surplus water. At any time in the future, they could decide they really don't have surplus water, and they could just tell us, sorry, we can't sell you water anymore. So we've been looking for the last several years to find our own ownership in a water source that we would have control over, both in terms of the security of having water and also the cost.
In Lake Oswego's case, we were looking at facilities that were built in the 1960s, were aging and becoming less reliable with time.
The water treatment plant still relies a lot on the original equipment. In addition, we have a water intake plant on the Clackamas River showing cracks. And finally, the distribution system consists of a lot of pipes, and those pipes are again over 40 years old and are showing their age. In 2007, Lake Oswego and Tigard began discussing the possibility of sharing the water resources and then sharing the cost of a new drinking water infrastructure system. For Tigard, they get an ownership interest in a system that will provide quality drinking water for their citizens. For Lake Oswego, we get a partner who will share in the cost of a needed upgrade.
The partnership represents two communities coming together to implement good regional water supply planning, and also it represents two communities coming together for the benefit of their ratepayers, and this is what represents the best out of local government.
The benefit to the ratepayers in the community is, in the long run, lower rates. It may not see that way up front because we've had to do significant rate increases to pay for the bond money to build the new plant. And there were some people who were concerned and expressed concern about the rate raise, but we were able to explain why we needed to go the direction that we're going. It's very helpful to us to be able to share the cost of building the new treatment plant, building the new intake structure, the new infrastructure that needs to be built. If either of us were to try to do that alone, it would be a huge financial burden. But doing it together, it helps both of us.
The Water Resources Department is developing what we call the Integrated Water Resources Strategy. And that strategy is taking a look at what the water needs of our state is going to be in the long-term future, and then how do we address those water needs. One of the important parts of that strategy is trying to encourage and support, even facilitate, communities working together. So this partnership between Lake Oswego and Tigard is a really good example.
We've begun construction this year, and it's going to be a fairly tight schedule. We need to have this water system in place by the year 2016, which is when our current contract with the City of Portland expires.
This project that we're undertaking is very substantial and massive in terms of scope and complexity. One of the facilities that we're at today, our river intake pump station, will be replaced with a brand new structure. We'll also be constructing about 50,000 feet of new large diameter pipeline that will connect this structure to our water treatment plant, which is located in the neighboring community of West Lynn, and then a pipeline connecting that treatment facility with a new reservoir. In addition, we'll be constructing a brand new pump station in the city of Tigard. We will be impacting 4 different cities, 2 counties, so this project will touch everyone in some way in this part of Oregon.
As we move forward, if something happens to the Clackamas River watershed or to the Clackamas River, we have the ability to access water from Washington County or from the Willamette River or even from the city of Portland. So this interconnection, this intertie between Lake Oswego and Tigard will serve both communities for the next several decades.
The goal is to serve our citizens in the Tigard water service area, which is more than the city of Tigard. It's also the city of Durham and the city of King City and a significant portion of unincorporated Washington County in our area. That whole service district, plus Lake Oswego and their service district will be able to provide water to those people. Safe, secure water for the next 50 years at least.